Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Capricorn. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. We're looking at the Kipper and the Lenormand this week. We're going to throw some tarot at it and find out what's coming up for you. Capricorn, if you're just rolling in on all these shenanigans here, welcome. I hope that you will stay. There is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. And if you would like to join us, I would love to see you in the comments. Let's talk about Capricorn, whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, or you are somebody who is cross-watching. You're always welcome. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Tell me what's going on with Capricorn in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. One more. Tell me about Capricorn. One more, please. There we go. All right, bottom of the deck, we have a false person. We've got coffin, we've got despair, and we have a mature man. So if it's you that lost your dad or your brother, I'm sorry. I am not saying that anybody here is losing anyone. I feel like this has already happened. I don't feel like this is something that I am telling you is going to happen, although you might resonate with it that way. So we do have the mature man, we have despair, and we have the coffin. Now, it doesn't even have to be about somebody who's passing or has passed. This despair with the mature man could be that something is ended, and it could be just about anything, because card number 19 is the sun in the tarot. It could be that something is not quite clear, or I'm not really sure why this ending is coming here. But if it does feel like there is somebody here who is possibly a masculine, who is dealing with some sort of a despair, some lack. You could have lost your job. It says not hiring. Could be the end of a job for sure. We have somebody here though who is quite, you can see the mature man, there's a lot of books, there's a light above his head. It's like somebody here is very educated. You have a lot of information. You're a world traveler. You're somebody who might be the Hierophant. You could be a Taurus or have a Taurus placement, but it feels like, or it could be about a Taurus. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have a false person that we're dealing with here. We'll talk more about that. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. So something here is coming to an end for sure. If it's coming to an end, it might be coming to an end in the week ahead, and you already know that. You already know that it's coming to an end. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. Look, this is the third time that I've used this deck, and this card has come out in this position. This is the third time. So we have the swans. We have the bridge. And we have the fox. I want to say, if you're dealing with someone, if you're dealing with someone who's older in the family who is unwell, and you already know that person, possibly there's a chance that they might pass, I'm just going to say, please build the bridge. If you're not speaking with them, please build the bridge and clear up anything that you need to clear up before they go. I'm not saying that anyone is sick. I'm saying that you would already know about this if this is the case. It feels like here that mature man feels as though somebody here might be trying to get away with something and is trying to create some balance in their life. This mature man, I feel, is somebody who is very, we've got the 9 of clubs here, which is the wounded warrior energy, the 9 of wands. And so it feels like that somebody here is maybe leaving the family, leaving a situation, or trying to, like somebody here's looking over their shoulder. They almost feel like somebody's following them in, or that they're wary of somebody who might be following them. Feels like, out trying to outfox somebody. It feels like this mature man might be dealing with that. But I feel like this person's really educated, so they probably, not a lot of people get away with a lot of things with them. You could be somebody who's now retiring or ending your job. It feels like somebody here with this Jack of Hearts, that is the Knight of Cups, that there could be the ending of a relationship, possibly. The coffin is just an ending. It doesn't have to be about death. The coffin just indicates that there is a final ending on something. So it does It does feel like there's maybe been a final ending and somebody is in despair about it. And it could be a relationship, could be a friendship, could be that somebody needs to build a bridge back to somebody else. I feel like somebody wants to reconcile something, whether that is in the family or a friendship. It's like it's because of somebody who wasn't very honest with you. And it almost feels like somebody was trying to get away with something, outfox you or outfox them. This could be someone that you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be about you, Capricorn. But we do have the bottom of the deck, which is card number 15. I feel like we are talking about somebody who is possibly a leader. We go from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner. The polar bear is a leader. The polar bear is also an animal that will never lose a scent. If you go up north, where I live in Canada, very way up north. I live south. I live close to the American border, but way up north. If you go up north and you encounter a polar bear, they will never lose your scent. You can go there 2 years later and they will find you. They will know if you're in the vicinity. They will find you. They'll pick up your scent and go with it again. This is somebody who never gives up. Never gives up. Somebody who's a leader who never gives up. Somebody who's been quite burdened in their life with people who have not been very honest with them. Let's look at some tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, please. For some of you, a relationship could be ending for your dad. Maybe your parents are separating or divorcing. Maybe you're the one that's in despair. Tell me more. Tell me about Virgo, please. Oh, sorry, not Virgo. Capricorn. Capricorn, you could be dealing with Virgo. Tell me about Capricorn, please. We do have the Page of Wands in the reverse. There's somebody here that you're not talking to. Somebody is not putting in the effort. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Hanged Man in the reverse is a revelation or a realization. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Empress in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Capricorn, it feels as though you are leaving a situation that I feel that you had been happy in for some time. It does feel like somebody here was dealing with an Empress in reverse. I feel like it could be the mature man who is dealing with an Empress in reverse, somebody who turned out to be a false person, somebody that you couldn't really trust, Capricorn. The Empress, feminine or masculine, take it as it resonates for you. The Empress is feminine leaning, but also has masculine energy. The Empress is in the reverse. So when the Empress is in the reverse, it could be that nothing grew here. The abundance is done. It could also be that if this is a person in your life, the Empress is somebody who's not a very good partner, who's somebody who's disconnected from the universe, somebody who doesn't really care about the abundance. All they care about is what they look like on the outside. So this person takes care of themselves, likes to buy clothes, likes to do their hair, likes to wear the Armani suit. You know, this person is it's really important to them what other people say about them. I feel like somebody here has had a revelation or a realization that this is the situation I have been in for a very long time, and is just realizing that somebody had been lying to them. But somebody here I feel is looking at the truth. I need the truth from the Empress. I finally figured out the truth. It's a revelation that came. I finally figured out the truth about the person that I was married to. So I'm going to say that we're probably not talking about anybody who is going to leave the earth, but we are talking about the end of romance. We're talking about this Jack of Hearts, which is the Knight of Cups, and we're talking about, two swans that mate for life. And the 24 is a 6. It's reciprocal energy, but it feels like this here coffin is telling me it's the end of the romance, and that I feel like the mature man is the one who's in despair. So if you are the masculine, that you're the person who maybe not only is facing the end of a relationship, but also might be facing unemployment. Maybe you've decided, or you had to take time off of work, or possibly you are no longer working at that place. There's a sign in the back, this is not hiring. So it's telling me either you can't get another job, or someone doesn't want you, or you feel like someone doesn't want you. We do have this bridge, and so it feels like you need to build the bridge to something, but it's going to take movement. The 6 of Swords is here. It's going to take movement. Now, I feel like because of this, that it feels like somebody is moving out of the family home. Because somebody here is not putting enough effort into the situation, into our relationship. The Empress, I feel. Somebody here has decided that they're not putting in any more energy or abundance into this connection. The Queen of Swords, of course, is Libra. That's the one who demands balance. It's somebody who's going to be completely and totally honest. It feels like this Empress may have been honest with the masculine and said, look, I'm done. It's usually the feminine that pulls the plug. So if that's you, maybe it's like there has been some lies or deceit. We've got 6 and 1 is 7, and there's a false person here. Somebody's been lied to, whether it's the masculine or the feminine. You can figure that out, whether it's your situation or not. It does feel like there is that we were really abundant, or I thought I was married to the Empress in the upright. And the Empress, when the Empress is in the reverse, is somebody who's not necessarily interested in taking care of the home. They will put themselves above everybody, even the children. So this person has sort of turned their back on the family. They're going out with friends. They're taking care of themselves on the outside. Like they've decided that they no longer want to have any part of this. The kids are not happy if that's the case. But we did have a happy marriage. We did, until we started talking and being honest with each other. I feel somebody was honest with the mature man. And it almost feels like this card here with the fox, it's like that this Empress thought that they were going to outfox you, but I think that they couldn't. Because I feel like you're educated. Look, we have all the books behind you. You have a light above your head. If this is you at all, you could be the feminine. Take it as it resonates. But we have somebody who's very educated, very world traveled, somebody who is maybe the Hierophant energy, who is a spiritual teacher, somebody who has spirit right above their head. They're enlightened. And so it does feel like there's somebody here who I think is just saying, look, it's over. I'm not doing this with you anymore. And it's like you tried to build the bridge, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, you tried to build the bridge so we could come together at the center of the bridge, and it just never worked. But it feels like somebody didn't want to give up. I just didn't want to let it go. So that's Capricorn for sure. Like all of the earth signs are incredibly loyal. We have the Hermit energy in the reverse. I did say Virgo. All right. You could be dealing with a Virgo for sure. We do have Taurus and Libra here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Pisces energy. Aquarius. Pisces, yeah. And we do have strength. I feel like somebody finally found the strength to bring everything to light. Because the Hermit energy in the reverse to me is somebody who is coming out of Hermit energy, or I've got enough wisdom, now I have the answer. The hanging man here is somebody, when they're in the reverse, is like, I no longer am sacrificing myself. I think it's the Empress who said, I'm no longer sacrificing myself. It's time for me to let you go. I have to cut you away. It's time for me to be really honest with you about me having to move forward. This could be masculine or feminine. It does feel like somebody tried to have the strength to hold the family together, but when it came down to it, the wisdom told us it's over. Somebody didn't want to give it up, but it's over. And now people are talking. So the birds are chitter chatter in groups of people. It's somebody talking about someone else having to throw their seeds of intention. 7 of Pentacles, bottom right and quarter. It feels like it's people are now sort of talking in the neighborhood amongst themselves, about this relationship here. Yeah, somebody's taking another door. So it does feel like it is a relationship here that is ended. And it's no longer abundant. It's time to go. We're cutting things away. I got to have the strength to be honest and just speak my mind. The Hermit energy is like I've got to go out in public now. People are going to know what's going on. We have the Sun. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Nine of Wands. So we do have somebody here has, it feels like somebody here has decided that they had to step forward and make the first move. And so the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands, to me, that's 10 wands. I need to drop these burdens. The Sun came out and it's a realization. I can't do this anymore. I've got to go out in public and let people know that this thing is over. It's not working anymore. I have to move on. I was married to someone who was the Empress in the reverse, who's not interested any longer in caring for me, caring for the home, caring for the children. Just going to say that the Queen, the Empress in the reverse, it's like, this is what happens at fucking 50, y'all. Sometimes it's like somebody has just been serving everybody for such a long time, serving and serving and serving, and they got nothing left to give. And so it could be that if you're the feminine, it could be the masculine too. It doesn't have to be the feminine. I mean, masculines do that as well. Tell me about the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Somebody's being really honest about our family situation and trying to find the strength to speak it out loud. We do have the High Priestess. We have the Five of Cups, yeah, and we have the Three of Coins, that we're going to try our best to be friends, but it feels like there is regret that I didn't listen to my intuition earlier. That's what it feels like. I wished I would have been honest or spoke it out earlier, because the High Priestess is usually silent, usually gets the information from the universe and can be a teacher, but this person is somebody who is also very connected to their intuition. I think somebody now is connected to their intuition and they weren't before. We have the Five of Cups telling me that there is regret that things didn't work out. The Three of Coins, right? Can we be friends? Can we make this work? Can we work it as a partnership, as a business agreement? Because I feel like there's a child involved here. Tell me what the outcome is, please. Oops. Tell me what the outcome is. We have the Chariot. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Six of Coins. Yeah, this is an unrequited love situation. So unrequited love means I'm in love with you, but you're not in love with me. And I'm sort of getting that off this polar bear energy, that somebody here just will not give up. They won't give up, or they didn't want to give up. And it feels like it became really heavy with the Ten of Wands in the bottom right-hand corner. They didn't want to give it up. But it feels like somebody here has no choice but to bring balance into the situation. We've got somebody here holding on to the Libra energy. We have to find a way to give each other reciprocal energy so we can just get through this. It feels like somebody kept all of this under the surface for a long while. So if you're the Empress, whether you're feminine or masculine, if you're the mature man, whether you're feminine or masculine, it feels like somebody here finally said something and it's over. It's done. And so now we have to go through the proceedings. We don't trust each other anymore. And there's concerns about what? About distant horizons, what's going to happen in the future. Once all of this, I always see this this anchor is like somebody is no longer anchored. Now they can fly. And it feels like it's the person, whoever has come out of Hermit energy, card number 36 is a 9, whoever came out of Hermit energy to finally be honest with themselves and the people around them after thinking about it for a really long time. But it's time to go through this. I feel that there is despair. We're going to try our best to build a bridge between us so we can still talk to each other and co-parent. But it feels like somebody had a realization. I have needs. I have desires. I have to move forward. I have to step away from this. And I need to drop these burdens. I'm exhausted with trying to keep this together. Whoever this is, the person who didn't want to let it go, you're the person I'm talking to. You're the one that had finally the breakthrough, like, I can't do this anymore. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. It is about the home. Yeah, we are now very defensive in the home. Eight of Swords. I really didn't want to do it. Nine of Pentacles is becoming single, right, from this Ten of Pentacles situation. So I feel like there was we've got a lot of Pentacles here in the bottom of the deck. It feels like this was a very abundant in terms of money. I feel like there was a lot of material possessions in this relationship, but nobody worked on the love part. because the love became unrequited. And we've got the Chariot here, which is not only fast-moving energy, it's like it came once we spoke up, the Queen of Swords, it started moving really quickly. Now we're going to decide, we're not in love anymore. It's time for us to try and balance things because we've got kids to think of. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go, and I'll be back, though, because I'm always back. You guys take care. Love ya. Bye-bye.